Is there any justification for this appointment, given the time frame?
Well, I think it's clear that there is no justification against the appointment. I sympathize with my very eloquent and incredibly brilliant brother, but I feel his pain. He struggled to make any substantive point here, but he starts by saying that there is no violation of the Constitution, and then he starts saying the Constitution is confusing. You cannot have it both ways. When this conversation started about the constitutional review process, his president of Lawyer Society said we are rushing the constitutional review process. The process has started from 1997. He said we are rushing it. Now, their position is we should expedite it. Their first position was we were rushing it. They have to make up their minds. The second thing is, like, you cannot claim that we should not follow the laid down procedures of the Constitution, because somehow, if somebody loses the election in a future time, he might complain. All that possibility exists for everything. Every single election is real. And by the way, I think a lot of people, that's why I keep saying to people that they are not students of history. One of the things I take pride in is I have been following Sierra elections since 1996. There's not been a single election, not one, where the person that lost hasn't complained or tried to go to court. Not one. Only in 2023 that the other party decided that they are going to seek to stain the process without following the process. Going to court, the only people who are competent enough to question. In fact, if my brothers and lawyer and sisters of our society think that there's a problem with the law, they should seek interpretation from the court. But I take comfort in his original position, which is clear. And as lawyers, they should be advocating for the law. The law is clear here. His Excellency has just followed it. But I want to make a bigger point. Because I've seen that some of the conversations, for example, he ended with a point about we have 21 months to the election. My brother, if you understand the complexities of organizing elections, 21 months to elections is really not a long time. And that's why, in the wisdom of His Excellency, and this was, by the way, included in the tripartite discussions that they want to latch on now, His Excellency remains committed to tripartite. But in the tripartite conversations and in the recommendations that were made, it was made abundantly clear that the tripartite does not superimpose over the laws of our country. The tripartite recommendations are recommendations, some of which, by the way, the APC has already said we don't stand by. Some of the very recommendations that were in the tripartite report that we all signed to, in us in government, to be fair, we have said there are some things in our recommendations we don't agree with, that we want to change. So the tripartite, 3 different parties come into a room to make recommendations cannot be a basis for suggesting that we suspend the laws of our country.